Welcome to another edition of 42 Straight Years In. I'm a crackhead update. I got a couple of them. I was out this morning, went out the exit doors. Sometimes I go out there just stand around and up walk Super Crip. He's living over in the projects with one of his buddies. Man, he took off on me. He said, man, they arrested me for family violence. When I got to the police station, they started asking me about my hookup in plugs in Colombia. I told them I ain't bringing in no cocaine to Dallas. That's somebody else. They say, you a Crip, ain't you? I say, yeah, I'm a Crip. I Crip all day. Crip all night. Born a Crip. My mama's a Crip. Oh, my mama, man. That's what I told her, man. Oh, my mama, man. Man, I don't know shit about no cartels. You know them cartels will kill you, man. I don't know that kind of shit, man. He said, man, I ain't had but a $3,500 bond. I told him I had millions stashed, but I ain't got nobody out here I can trust to send get my money to get me out of jail. I said, yeah, man. I said, you got to watch yourself over here, man. In them projects, there's a lot of bloods live over there. The other little fool he's with, he said, say, man, I already told about my homeboy. My homeboy dangerous, man. They know that. He dangerous for real. This a dangerous dude here. They know that. He told me I can't go back over my old lady house. He told me not to go. He got to get the constable to go with him to get his clothes and stuff. And he told me, he said, man, I'm going to go over there, man. I'm just going to put it on her. Man, she love that thing, man. He said, I put that wild thing on her, man. She going to let me move right on back in, man. I know her like a book, man. I ain't want to tell him. If that woman get pissed off and call them people, they gave him 30 days in jail and 2-year probation. He get a second one, his ass going to prison for 10, 20 years. Just keep bullshitting with Texas. This is not no California. That's my crackhead update. Y'all know what it is. Let's get your shanks out. Let's get ready to ride. Yeah, happy Labor Day to everyone, man. Hope y'all have an enjoyable holiday. Tomorrow you got to go get it, man. I know nobody don't want to go to work. Ain't nobody complaining about they being overpaid. Everybody's complaining about they being underpaid. I guarantee you won't find nobody say, man, this company is really overpaying me for this mediocre job that I do. Everybody want more. Can't blame them. This is a capitalist country. You got to have some money in America. You can't even go catch a fish free. You got to have a license to do that. Every damn thing you got to have a license or a permit. Can't do shit. Nothing free in America. You got to come on with it here, or your ass will be sleeping on the streets. This video is going to be Riot at the Eastham State Prison. In the 76, 77, they had that Mariel boat lift from Cuban. So a lot of Cubans came to America. And I had got transferred back. I started out at the Eastham unit. It's billed by Newsweek magazine as America's toughest prison. They got a big article. Eastham unit is on the front page for all the violence go on there. I'm talking about a violent, prone fucking prison. And they had the worst inmate guards you ever want to see in your life. They was there. And Eastham was the only Texas prison that was ran by white inmates. It was predominant white. It's 20 cell blocks at the Eastham unit. 15 of them during that time was ran by white inmate guards. 4 was ran by black inmate guards. 1 was ran by Hispanic guards. There were 8 dormitories before they added on the outside dormitories. 5 of those dormitories was ran by white inmates. 2 was ran by black, and 1 was ran by Hispanic. Majority of all the blacks worked in the fields. They had 52 work squads at that prison. And at the time, it was the second largest prison in Texas. It's no longer that. It's a lot of other prisons now got more population than the Eastham unit got because it's an old red brick prison. 20 black squads, which is known as the Black Line, 20 white squads, known as the White Line, 6 Hispanic squads, which was known as the Mexican Line, and 6 garden squads, 52 work squads. It's 12,000-acre prison. They don't work over there as hard as Ramsey. And the guards over there wasn't brutal like Ramsey. It was the inmate guards who were brutal. White inmate guards dominated that prison. And lo and behold, if you got put on one of their cell blocks, when the administration got pissed off at you at Eastham unit, they would take a black guy and put him on an all-white cell block. And you was in worlds of trouble. The black cell blocks and Hispanic cell blocks were way more lenient than the white one was. Their inmate guards didn't just beat you with iron pipes for no reason at all. They didn't do that. The white inmate guards did. You couldn't do jack shit over there. Couldn't even play poker. You had to get their permission. On a black cell block, you just go over there to the gambling table and gamble. You ain't got to ask them shit. But the prison was ran by white inmates. And they were racial as fuck. They put Klansman robes on and walked down the middle of the hallway. Used to be sitting in the day room looking. I used to hear some guys say, boy, if they ever get rid of these motherfuckers, these some bitches here in trouble. We just couldn't see no change coming. Texas been that way for over 100 years, had inmate guards. And we just couldn't see it coming. Looked like when the federal court ruled in our favor, looked like the violence increased instead of decreasing. Hell, the shit increased. But anyway, they had brought a lot of Cubans in. They dispersed from Florida up to Texas. And they were catching cases left and right because they don't know shit about America. They trying to pull some old hustle or drug game, and they were getting caught up like hell. A lot of them the majority of them didn't even speak English. They spoke Spanish. Well, anyway, at Eastham at this particular time, they just got rid of the inmate guards. So the administration at Eastham tried to get slick and take all the troublemaking blacks and put us on M-line. That was a fatal mistake. Putting that many fools in one spot, that was a bad mistake they made. So it was racial attacks all over that prison. It was payback time. I remember watching the Olympics once, and the Africans would turn their ass up in the 5,000 meters and shit. Them Africans were beating the hell out of everybody. They started booing the Africans. All kind of little racial shit would jump off in them day rooms. Black and a white or black and a Hispanic fighting. They'd just holler out the white inmate, kill that nigga. They were bold like that. The inmate guards is white. So when they got rid of them inmate guards, it was payback time. Boy, they was getting did bad as fuck. I'm talking about bad. Rape, raw, beat, all that was going on. You have 10 or 15 inmates sleeping out in the hallway, afraid to go back to the cell block. It was chaos at that fucking prison. And the guards wasn't used to running shit because they always had inmate guards. And they were so short of staff, ain't shit they could do with the inmates. Inmates stopped going to work. Out of all them work squads they had, maybe 30 dudes to go to work. And those guys got parole granted already, and they don't want to receive disciplinary. They would go to work. Inmates had took over the prison. They were running the motherfucker. The gang shit fucked everything up. That gave the prison an outlet. They started telling the public, after gang members started killing all these fucking people, they started telling the public, hey, we need more money. We ain't got money to implement all these changes the federal judge ordered. We got to spend our money on staff and riot squads to stop all this damn stabbing and killing. That was their way out. If they would have never pulled that shit, Texas inmates would be in a way better shape than they are in now. Gang members ain't doing shit. They just there, posing on the rec yard and walking the child 10 or 15 or 20 of them. They ain't shit. They ain't no threat to the administration. They only a threat to some poor-ass inmate who ain't got no homeboys. If you got any type of homeboy, you can deal with gang members, match them up with numbers. You got their ass. They only good when they outnumber you. You match them up, they ain't jack shit. That's why on my channel, I never, ever have no gang shit. I don't even talk about the shit. Hell, I know all of them. I was there when the shit started. I don't glorify that bullshit. I had Charlie Ford right on. He one of the leaders of the black gang Mandingo Warriors. But you look at that video, I'm talking about things that he did, but while the inmate guard was there, he had some fucking nuts. He killed 2 of them while they was here. He didn't just get tough all of a sudden when it's not inmate guards around. Well, anyway, they had us all living on M-Line. A lot of Dallas guys over there. You crazy to put a lot of Dallas dudes together. We gonna fight till we can't see no goddamn more. We got big guns come from Dallas, Texas. Big guns out of Dallas. We can actually say we got some dudes who can stand up and not one son of a bitch can whoop his ass. Not one. You cannot. I can name quite a few of them. Ain't nobody in the prison system can hold their own with these guys. Not one motherfucker. I don't give a damn who you get. They will beat the hell out of them. Well, anyway, had a guy over there out of South Dallas named Scarface. And we had a lot of Cubans live on M-Line. M-Line was so fucked up, they didn't allow no Hispanic or white inmates to come to the day room. When you come from Chow, go to your cell. You can't come in the day room. That's how fucked up it was there. They allowed the Cubans to come in because some of them looked black. They would allow them in the day room. No Hispanic, no white. You ain't coming in this fucking day room. You come in there if you want. You don't get your damn brain stomped out. You come in there if you want to. Anyway, hey, Scarface, he was fucking one of the little young Cuban guys. And they found out about it. So, it's easy. You can't watch everybody. It's always another inmate just as slick as your ass is. You can't watch everybody. So, when you come back from Chow at Eastham, it was a guard standing at the cell door to pat you down. So, what they did when they called Chow, they went to the chow hall. They ain't got no plans on coming back in that cell block because they're going to get busted coming through that door with a shank. Now, we coming out of the chow hall. I see them all standing by the pill window. That's not unusual at least. A lot of guys hang out at that pill window, waiting on their fat butt boy or waiting on their home boy. They doing some type of deal. Or they got gambling tickets, parlays. There's all type of shit go on there. He got a reason to be standing at this pill one. They hang out there. Well, anyway, several of us from Dallas, actually it was 6 of us from Dallas walking together. We had 8 together in the child, so we come out of there together. We just coming down the hallway, ain't paying no attention. Scarface walking in the front. Right when he got up to the pill one, they start stabbing Scarface. Now, we ain't got no fucking shanks. They do. So when the officers see the stabbing jumping off, so many inmates is fighting, they lock the barricades. They don't know what to do because they ain't got enough staff. There's too many fucking inmates standing up by that pill window. No guard's not going to run up in there trying to break this shit up. None of us had a shank. Well, I had my gloves with the iron in it. For some reason, I already had the iron in it and had them in my back pocket. So I put them on real fast and we attacked the Cubans. Bare hands, but we got big guns on our side. We got Gangster Bug, got Walter Sam, we got some dudes, we got Blackjack, we got some dudes who got big hands. We dealt with their ass. I got stabbed 5 times. One went through the side of my head, and my arm, on my finger, because I wrestled that fool down and I ended up with his shank. I got hit in the back twice. They did not break the fight up. The guards didn't. The black inmates just, after we hauled their ass out, we just let them make it. Now, me and Scarface got stabbed up real bad. We the only one got hurt bad out of the black, but we killed 2 of them. And a lot of them were banged up. We were trying to kick their motherfucking teeth out of their head. You know, we didn't give a shit what it's about. Dallas dude had a policy. If you from Dallas, and you rat packed by a lot of inmates, you got instant help. They're not worried about what it's about. We'll sort that shit out later on. The Meanwhile, we ain't gonna let no 5 guys jump no 1 guy. That shit ain't happening. Now, you can whoop his ass head up, he gonna have to take that ass whoop. We had a policy. Don't put your ass in that position if you know you can't handle yourself. Sit your ass down somewhere. Get one of your homeboys who got that type of fight game. If you know you can't handle yourself, leave that shit alone. After they sorted everything out, they took me to the hospital. They had to take Scarface on an ambulance to Huntsville, to the prison hospital. They left me at Eastham back in the infirmary. They stitched me up right at the prison. And transferred me to the retrieve unit, which became the Wayne Scott unit, which now is no longer a unit at all. They evacuated and closed that prison down. It's an old ass prison from the 1800s. They transferred me there. But that unit was a straight fucking hellhole. Food was bad as hell. I'm talking about bad. It was a hell of a distance between Eastham and Ramsey. Eastham had no privileges. White inmates over there wasn't gonna let you have no privileges. They too paranoid. Day room get packed, they get nervous. They'll call somebody up there and slap them or something and call in and out where everybody gets scared and leave the day room. Maybe be 7 or 8 people in there. They were too scared of a lot of inmates packing up because they do so much wrong. Well, Ramsey was totally different. They inmate guards didn't give a fuck. You could gamble, play cards, drink wine, box when you ain't gotta never say. They inmate guards will never say nothing to you. They had rules. If you didn't violate one of them rules, those guys never say shit. And the rules over there, if you go out in the hallway, they didn't allow no talking. No bullshitting in the hallway. All you gotta do is walk on to where you going. Talk when you get there. They didn't allow no talking in the hallway. It was a hell of a difference. The guards at Ramsey were racial as hell. They got Old Lord and all them crazy Captain Bad, all them fools over there. Eastham didn't have no guards like Ramsey had. It was the fucking inmates. Y'all follow me over on Patreon. Keep your shanks ready, because we might have to ride on these fools. Y'all got some money. And they're going to be acting crazy. Y'all had a subscriber said my Patreon got the same videos that's on YouTube. That's bullshit. Those not the same videos. A lot of shit I say on that Patreon, YouTube, you can't even say that. You can say it, you might get flagged, or you'll be demonetized. One or the other, or both. You know, I'm not begging no one to join my Patreon. That just shows support of the channel. I can care less one way or the other. This is a rocket. It's going to keep flying. It ain't going to stop. Y'all like and subscribe. And I thank you for watching.